So today we are back in stunning Sulmona, and what an incredible property we've got for you today. Just wait while you see this one. So I thought we'd start today's video from this little balcony up here overlooking Piazza Garibaldi on this glorious summer day in June. What are we today? We're not even mid-June yet and we're already up to 30 degrees Celsius. Absolutely boiling but beautiful. And what an incredible place Sulmona is. And today the property we've got, well, it's outstanding. An incredible price and part of an absolutely incredible palazzo. So I'm going to walk to the palazzo. I may fast forward some of the parts, but I thought we'd do the full walk so you can see exactly where the location is. So are you ready to come for a walk? Are we going to do this together? I know some of you like it and some of you don't, but those that don't like going for a little walk, then follow the on screen where it's told you when the actual property tour starts, and you can miss all of this and you can miss me talking, which I know you love. Anyway, moving on. Sulmona, obviously a stunning town. The great thing with Sulmona now is it's just come part of the 7% club, 7% towns where you can pay cheaper tax for 10 years, because they've now upped that to towns up to 30,000 people. So that's a big thing for Sulmona. Obviously this is the main Piazza Garibaldi, where the market is here on a Thursday and I can't remember if it's Sunday, but usually fills the entire square here. And this is the famous aqueduct that I'm at the side of now. Absolutely incredible. And then we've got a number of bars, restaurants, everything else. Obviously it's quite a touristy town, so quite busy, especially during the summer months, but you do still get the times when there's nobody around, especially out of season, which to be fair is usually the best time, when everybody's gone home and we could just have Abruzzo back to ourselves. Anyway, beautiful palazzos. Walking down now towards the piazza where the statue of Ovid, the famous Roman poet, has his statue there. So we'll go and walk past that, and then we'll head further down towards the house. And the house is literally a 5-minute walk from here. Some beautiful streets and side streets. Lots of places to explore in Sulmona. It's not a huge place, so it's easy to get around. And what I love about it, what I really love about Sulmona, is when you get on the outside of town, a few minutes and you're in the glorious countryside. And that's what I love about this place. You're not stuck in traffic for years waiting to get yourself out of the city. It's quite a small place. Like I said, a few minutes in the car and you are you're in the beautiful Abruzzese countryside. Looks like there's some sort of excursion for the kids. I know a lot of them finish school now, so it may well be that this is the last week, and some of them will be taking their exams soon. I remember this with my children. And a bit of a celebration for them all. But the difference between teenagers gathering together here and teenagers gathering together where I come from is people are friendly to each other here. They're not out to cause any problems. They're all gathering around the poet of Ovid. There you go. What a nice atmosphere. Some beautiful bars here as well. Lots of different types of cafe bars and restaurants. Superb. Look at some of these old buildings here. And we're coming now to the main basilica. Down this road, you remember a few properties that we have. We have a great penthouse for sale just down there. I will put links to them in the description of this video as well. There's a theatre at the end there, and that is always overlooked by the mountains. Absolutely stunning. And when we bring our tour, we normally bring them as well to see and taste what Sulmona is famous for, which is the confetti, which are sugared almonds. You can come along and try these. And this is usually what we do on our tours as well. At the end of the tour, we have we usually go to the shop at the end here. I think they may have actually changed. I think that may be their shop. Usually we go to the shop at the end here, but I think they've actually moved it now. I think they've moved over to the other side, but anyway, that's where we normally go. Yes, they must have changed. All'ara della strada poco più avanti. Oh yes, so the shop I've just been videoing outside, that's usually where we go and taste the sugared almonds. So if you are here, make sure you pop in there and mention the English guy that brings tours, and no doubt you'll get some discount, I'm sure. What a beautiful, beautiful basilica. And a couple of nice bars and restaurants at this side as well. Enjoying this little walk. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing the heat for you, don't worry. In fact, shall we have a little look inside? I don't think I've ever done this. I don't know if I can take cameras in, but let's give it a try. I will fall silent, obviously, as we get in here. But I don't think I've ever shown this on a video, so let's give this a try. Absolutely stunning. I'll apologise now for my squeaky shoes. They really are making a bit too much noise. There's also a museum to the side of this. Absolutely spectacular. Let's have a look at the altar, and then we'll head back. Really is beautiful. Have a look to the side of this as well. Look at all the granite, all the coloured granite. Absolutely breathtaking. Stunning. It's actually the first time, strangely enough, the first time I've ever been in here. There you go. You even get to do a little tour of the basilica with squeaky shoes. Absolutely stunning. Whether you're religious or not, it doesn't matter. You have to appreciate this sort of thing. Appreciate it on whatever level suits you. Okay, let's carry on heading down now towards the property. As I said, there is a museum here. I've never been in here either. This one here, I think it is paid entrance. I'm sure you'll find more about it on the internet. I will show you where it is, the name of it, shall I say. Hopefully you can read that. Have a look on the internet, and you can come along and visit there when you're here in Sulmona. Okay, so let's head down these steps without falling. The property we're going to see is incredible. It's part of a beautiful, a stunning palazzo, and it really is something special. The place, the actual outside of it. The property's been on the outside. The palazzo has been restored. The location is amazing. We're going to swing a left shortly, and then it's just a bit further down there. Obviously easy access to the centre. Parking, there is parking along here at the bottom because this is the villa where the park is. So there's parking around there. And obviously if you're living here you can get some sort of permit, but maybe you don't want a car, just want to use the public transport. And there is a train station outside of Sulmona, so it's a fair walk down here, or you can get taxis there, or even a bus there. So obviously this is where the main causeway ends, and there's a park after that that's beautiful. So as you can see, it's quite a small town. We've done only a small section of it, but it is easy to get around. And the property we're going to see is just down here on the left hand side. We'll do the whole walk. I was going to fast forward some of this, but I won't. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. This street is beautiful as well, even with a little yappy dog. Okay. So I was mentioning the apartment on the outside is completely restored. Absolutely stunning communal areas, which you'll see shortly. The apartment inside does need some work. It has had the electrics and plumbing done as far as I'm aware. It needs a new boiler. The rooms are really spacious. They are to finish along with the windows, and there's also a chance of having another bedroom upstairs. You'll see there's some work to be done upstairs, so it is actually 2-storey. It does have, there's a great restaurant that has its outside area underneath where you're going to be, but to me that doesn't mean anything, because it's just part of living in these fabulous towns. This is the historical building. Stone down this side. I'm not sure if this is a restaurant or a bar or something, but we're at the end of this, on the first floor. I think this first balcony here, I'll show you as we go in, but look at this beautiful palazzo that, as I say, has been completely restored on the outside, some work done on the roof as well. This is the entrance. What about that for a grand entrance? Incredible. And the property, I think, is possibly that window as well. I need to check. This one here, and then also goes upstairs. This is the restaurant that was. I've never been to this restaurant, but I've heard it's very good. They do a rosticini in there as well, fantastic. But you do sort of overlook onto this, but who cares? It's a beautiful place. Are you ready to go in? Are you getting excited? You should be, because for the price and the amount of space on offer here, it's going to blow you away. You ready? Let's do it. Okay, so are you ready? Let's go in through this huge door that's actually quite heavy. Nice little squeak. And look at this for a stunning entranceway. Let me close this door behind. So obviously this is communal, so it's not all of yours. Nice tiles, but it's kept so well. And on this level, you also have a storage space. So that's really handy. You know, I love closing the door with the streets behind me and then just coming into silence. But look at this. Absolutely stunning. I'm talking quiet because other people live in this building. And it's now lunchtime. So I don't want to be disturbing anybody. Isn't this amazing? So when we go up the stairs, this is all heading to the place we're going to be looking at. Are you excited yet? The history. The history here is amazing. Okay, so this is the room that belongs to the property. So very, very handy. It is old. It does look like it's had some new cables brought down. But just do something with the flooring and you've got yourself a fantastic storage room. Get plenty of bikes in here, everything else that you need. It's got some old tiles here as well, the old hexagon shaped tiles. Not much more to say about it. I would say it's about 4 meters by about 3, I would guess. Nice high ceilings, lots of storage, and I'd say perfect for bikes, etc. Nice old doors. These are like the original doors. Perfect. It is good to have something like that. Okay, let's head up. I'm not going to cut the video off so you can see exactly what the stairs are like. We're only going up 1 floor. Really, really simple stairs. Beautiful corridors. Obviously there's lights and everything, and that's all part of the building. I will find out what the condominium charge is, if there is one here, to pay for the lights and cleaning and that kind of thing. Can't imagine it being much, but I will find that out and put it in the description. Nice doors. And this is the apartment that we're going to look at. Apartment is 2 floors. I want to just show you along here. Look at these beautiful. Did you hear my telephone? Sorry about that. God, this is amazing. Amazing. And what a price as well. Are you ready again to do this? So, private from here. Let's head in. And we have this sort of pre-entrance, which I love because a bit of space. I'm going to sound a little bit echoey because there's nothing in here, so obviously my voice will rattle around a little bit. It does have new electrics. I know it needs a new boiler, but the electrics are new, and this is beautiful, beautiful vaulted ceiling and a great entrance. The windows are not double glazed, Dave, they are old windows, so they do need replacing or getting some shutters in. And look at these beautiful door frames. There's no way I would get rid of these. Just rub them down, you'll see them all the way through. Superb. So this next room is actually a corridor. And a grand corridor it is. Maybe have a little bit of office space in here as well. Again, really high ceilings. Maybe you'll have a little reading area. I don't know. Let me know what you would do. And all of these windows, again, these are not in too bad condition, but they are single glazed, so they're not double glazed, Daves, and they all look out onto that corridor. But you really do get the sense of height and grandeur in these places. This, I'm presuming there must have been a fireplace in here at some point, because that looks like some sort of chimney. Okay, so I'll tell you how I would lay it out, and I'm sure, I think you'll all agree with me on this one, but let's, the way I would do it, I would have a kitchen here to my left, which I'll show you shortly, and I would have the night area all over to the right hand side. So I want to show you the lounge first, because this is a nice impressive room. They've got these beautiful wooden surrounds again, and I really like this tiling, and a beautiful, beautiful, stunning lounge area with these really high ceilings. These are going to be at least 4 meters, maybe even 5. So as I mentioned before, the windows and doors are older and they are quite a good size, so you have to consider a reasonable amount on those. A friend of mine that does windows said that you should consider between 650 to 700 per square meter for UPVC wood effect windows. So you work out the height they've got to be at least 3 meters by at least 1 meter. So just to change that gives you a rough idea, sort of 1,800 to 2,000 euros for something as big as that. But obviously then there's all different types of windows that you can choose, and whether you want shutters, whether you want fly screens, so on and so on and so on. But what a great lounge space. So this is 1, 2, so about 4 meters across. And I'm just looking, it looks like a lot of the pipe work is new as well for the plumbing. So it's new electrics, new pipe work for the plumbing, but you need to put a boiler in, so consider a few thousand euros, 3,000 euros for that, then all your radiators. But again, the price of this is just ridiculous. So 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 meters across. This is huge. Huge. So there's a few different layouts. Depends how many bedrooms you need, because currently you could probably get 3 beds out of this. If you only need 2 beds, then this that I would say is going to be a bedroom now could actually be a lounge that would make this a dining room. Lots of different options. I'm just going to show you around and try and stay quiet as much as I can. This is just like a little storage room, or maybe office room. Again, big windows, a reasonable size. You've probably got 4 meters by 2.5. Could certainly turn it into some sort of studio, or maybe even just have it as a single bedroom if you needed it. Maybe put a sofa bed along here or something. It's a handy little room to have. I should imagine when this was all one big palazzo that this was probably a corridor or something like that. This room is just incredible, absolutely incredible. So I'm going to show you the views out of the window, because as you saw earlier, we do overlook a restaurant, but it's not just the restaurant, it's also some of the local buildings that's been restored. That looks like a church over there that's been restored. And then we've got out here is the restaurant. Looks like it's only open in evening times. Wouldn't bother me in the slightest, because it's all been part of in a great place like this. So to have a restaurant below you, I think is absolutely fine. And this is the balcony that spreads along to that end there. Superb, absolutely superb. Look at the details on this window here, amazing. So obviously things like these shutters could do with changing as well. Just wants a bit of an overhaul on the windows, but as I said, for this price, ridiculous. While we're looking at the living space first, so this is, if you want 3 beds, this is how you would lay it out. This would be a living room or living dining area, and then the kitchen I'll show you now. The kitchen area is here. Again, looking out onto the courtyard. So it does have new electric, has all the new fittings for all the pipe work is all new for the heating, but the boiler is old, so it wants to be put into a unit out of the way and a new boiler put in there. I don't think I'd have this kind of glass here. I want to look out and see those archways. Not a huge kitchen, but it's a kitchen. The most impressive part is out there. So this kitchen, I would say, is 1, 2, about 3 and a bit meters by 1, about 2.5. So it has tiles on that area. It does have the gas pipe coming in there, the water, the drains and the electric points all in place. And again, it has these nice wooden door surrounds. Okay, so as I was mentioning before, if 2 beds is enough, then this would be the way to your night area. If you want the 3, then this one could be a very grand bedroom. Needs the floors finishing. You may think it's a lot of work, but it's not, because all the electrics and plumbing's done. This is just finishing off now, and obviously the windows. But this is a huge size. I'll explain where that goes shortly. But this is massive. So it has been laid out to have a double bed in here because they've done the sockets for the double bed to go on this side. I say it needs the floors finishing, but we have people who can help you with all of this, all the plumbing, all the electrics. I know I keep saying that, but that is a huge part of this job that's been completely done for you. This is just outstanding. It would make an incredible lounge as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would say almost nearly 6 by 1, 2, 3, certainly 4 meters, maybe a little bit more. What would it be for you? Lounge, and that as your dining room or bedroom? Well, you won't know yet, will you, until you see the rest of the place. So let's show you that. So this then goes into the bathroom area, which you can get to from the corridor in the kitchen as well, so you don't have to come through this room. This has an anti-bagno, which is a pre-bathroom where you would have a washing machine, things like that put there. And they've actually put the shower in here as well, which is quite like that as an idea. So shower, that is let me get in that. That's a 2-day shower. I've lost a couple of kilos, so I reckon I'll get 2 of me in there. Or 1 Dave and two or 3 Sulmonas in there. And then this humongous, sorry there's not much light in here, but it's because obviously the windows need doing. But this is a huge bathroom. So all the tiles in here, I quite like these tiles and these patterns every now and then. Everything's plumbed in and ready. Sink to go there. Obviously WC there. So you could lay this out in so many different ways. You actually got this looks like potentially another shower, I don't know. There's some sort of drain here, so maybe you can have a huge shower that sort of makes this maybe redundant, but anyway, you can think about that. Really, really high ceilings. This is a new WC. Great size bathroom. Great size bathroom. And then, as we carry on, it looks like we've got some sort of storage above there as well. Then we've got, that's your surprise for later, which Domenico told me that he's put the light on the stairs, but I can't see it anyway. But anyway, oh, it's there. It's always good to put the light on the stairs. If you could just turn the thing on, that would be even better. Unless it's run out of battery, then I'll let him off. There you go. That's how you do it, Domenico. That is the tiniest chair in the world. I don't know if you can see that. That's a chair for fairies and things. Anyway, then we have another bedroom in here, which again is a great size. Beautiful flooring. Again, you can see where the double bed would fit in there. Really high ceilings. It has quite a high window there, but for a bedroom, I think that's absolutely fine. And this is 1, 2, 3, about 4 meters by 1, 2, about 3 meters. So a great size. So this would be potentially a second bedroom or the first bedroom and have one upstairs. Are you loving it so far? Are you loving it? All the electrics again, all new, everything as we said before. So this part goes out onto the corridor again, where the kitchen was, where the main entrance is. So have you got that layout in your head? Would you have this just as your night space with what you're going to see going upstairs, and have that as a living room, a really fancy living room? Tell me in the comments, let me know. Okay, so let's head, oh, the light's gone off again. It's either a joke or somebody's gonna jump out on me. And if that's Domenico that's doing it, he's gonna regret it. Let me turn the lights on. It must be running out of charge. Let me see. Okay. So, smallest chair in the world. Up here. Stairs are a little bit tight. You could maybe open this up a little bit more. Still got new electrics by the looks that go up here as well. Yes, they do. Then we have. You ready? Potential. This could easily be another bedroom. Easily. Again, you've got the sockets. I would say similar size to downstairs. Looks like this light is finishing on me. Obviously you have to go downstairs to the bathroom unless you could somehow get one put up here. But this could easily be a bedroom. Great size apartment. I'm sure you could get another bathroom in somewhere. This, I believe, is just storage. Yeah, very strange. Again, all new electrics going around. And then this is another humongous room. Now this is classed as soffita. So this is just a room under the roof. And the roof is in great condition. My lights keep going off. I do apologise for that. But great size. So you could, in theory, the electrics do come up here. So I can see them all. They've even got water. Oh, they've actually got, you could put a bathroom here. Looks like they've got plumbing there in the corner. That's the waste pipe there. So you could have a bathroom next door and another bathroom in here. Sorry, a bedroom next door. But it is classed and registered as under roof storage. So you're going to have to forgive me with the lights. It's just going to keep going on and off, I'm afraid. Doing well today. Didn't forget the measurer and my lights have run out. But anyway, I think you've just about seen everything up here. This is on top of the vaultings, so you can't do anything with it. You can't really walk on that because I said they're on top of the vaulted ceilings. So at least you've got roof access if you need it. But this room in here could really be something. Now, whether they'd allow it as a legal bedroom in the sense of classing it as a bedroom, we'd have to check because there's only two small windows there. But whether you could do something, you could certainly do something with it. But at the moment it is registered as I mentioned. But to have another bathroom here and potentially another bedroom here, which would give two upstairs plus one downstairs, and then that living room, that what is the living room now, could actually be the one that's going to be a bedroom now could actually be a living room. Loads of potential in this place. And I know I keep saying it, but the electrics and plumbing, even the water pipe, the water's here, everything's up here. That is a huge amount of work that's been done for you. And we can get our guy Stefano to come here and finish everything off for you. What an amazing property. Absolutely incredible. And the price on this one, and the location, and the palazzo and everything. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. So from a dark attic in Sulmona, are you ready to do final thoughts? Let's do it. So my final thoughts on this one. Simply stunning. What a bargain. What a location. What a palazzo. And what potential there is in this one. And the more I've been here now, I really do think that I would treat myself here. And I would finish off all of this area as the night area. So one bedroom down here, potentially another two upstairs. I know one is classed as a soffita at the moment, but see if it can become legally a bedroom. Or if not, you just put a bed in it anyway. But you could potentially have 3 beds between one down here, 2 upstairs, another bathroom upstairs. The plumbing's there, the electric's been done. It's just amazing. The price is superb. The price is superb. So would you turn this into a dining room and have an incredible lounge there? I think I'd have to, you know. I think I'd have. Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to see whether you feel the same as me. It would make an amazing bedroom as well, but I don't know. To me, it's screaming out to be something else. And the kitchen is great because it's separate and everything else. But if there was any way, which I think might be difficult, of getting the kitchen in there as well, that would be amazing. But let's say that we can't. You know, but you could still have a really nice kitchen here and use it exactly what it is. It's a kitchen all along this wall, and then you've got your storage. You've got more counter space that you could put in here. It's just incredible. But I think it's worth having this then as a swanky dining room. Nice big chandelier at the in the middle there. And then an amazing lounge. I think that would be my layout. That's my layout. That is my preferred layout. You tell me yours. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Just imagine this. Lots of light as well. Still some money to spend on it, but at this price, even if you spent the same again, you would have, even if you went a little bit higher than the same again, you would have an unbelievable place. Absolutely incredible. Okay folks, thank you so much for your support. As usual, I really appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed this home tour as much as I have. I think it's an amazing place. Remember everything that I've said with the plumbing and electric. I keep going on about it, but that's where the money has usually eats away at your budget, and that's been done. What's left to do is actually not a lot. What a great place. If you think this is for you, if you're ready for a little bit of palazzo living in stunning Sulmona, yet in quiet Sulmona as well. If this is for you, you know what to do. Jump on the email, info@ahomeinitaly.com. And in 5 simple steps, we can make this yours without you even setting foot in the country. That's what we do. That's what we've done for hundreds and hundreds of people before you. And that's what we will carry on doing. So send an email to info@ahomeinitaly.com. And do not miss this one.